Hey guys, welcome to the tech capital of the world. I'm here with Kevin, going
Hey,
straight to the two shot. I like it.
I know. Yeah, switching it up a little bit today.
Yeah. So you know what was funny this week? The most amazing thing, AI has all of this. They capture the news of every single thing,
Yep.
and only one company could come in and like put that to rest.
Yeah, seemingly. Although some
Yeah.
people don't like it. I don't know. I'm a fan.
But they steal the buzz though. Like the buzz of the Apple headset is a
Yeah.
big deal. Like
Oh yeah. Plenty of people
so
talking about it.
I don't like to say that I'm right. I don't like to yeah, I told you so.
Well, you're not right
Um,
yet. It hasn't
not
succeeded
right yet.
yet. But it's
But they finally released the headset this week, and
they
so
did.
I
They
think
did.
that's some exciting news. Um, the cool thing is, um, with the goggles, like the pass through AR is like really cool. Like
Oh yeah, it
never
looks very cool.
thought that's the approach that these companies would take.
Yeah.
And so, if you think about it, it's pretty smart. Like with a pure glass, and you're trying to like present something like a Pepper's Ghost image onto a piece of glass using an angled mirror or whatever you do, you're always going to lose the image fidelity. And now they have a way to like give you the real world and the image. And because you don't have light leak or anything like that with these goggles, you can make a really compelling AR experience. You also can make the screens bigger, which is one of the problems with the HoloLens. Like the screens
Right.
aren't big enough.
Yep.
They're
And I
like
guess this
15-inch monitors in your face.
Well, I think this solves the problem of like the HoloLens has this issue with field of vision, and while they haven't released an official field of vision thing with this, they haven't said that yet. It's going to be handled by the fact that they have these sensors on your eyes and it's watching your eyes all the time, and it's only rendering the stuff you're looking at. So as you look
Right.
to the left, it's going to work. If you tilt your head, it's
Right.
going to work. It's just going to. There's not going to be a field of vision issue with this at all. I don't perceive. Nobody mentioned it being an issue.
Right.
None of the demo
It's been
people.
an issue
So
with every other headset
yeah,
that's an AR type headset
yeah,
from here on out. So
yep,
because there's a square that they can put in front of your eye, and while it looks good, your content has to fit in that square without it being blocked out, or you
Right.
get clipping, those kind of clipping issues. So
right.
that's pretty cool. Eye tracking was cool, but the biggest thing was development platform.
Yeah.
Which
Lots
we've
of
been
stuff.
saying for 5 years now.
Lots of native
Unity.
stuff, but also Unity. They're
Unity.
releasing a
And so, like,
beta.
I do think there are, they do have their own tooling, and they've got some other announcements too as well. So I'm not trying to let's, I guess, cherry pick on the fact that you can use Unity and ignore all the other stuff they're doing. They have a lot of other things they're putting together, but I do think that if you're building a game experience, which is something totally immersive, this is how you're going to do that. And if you're building like a consumer app or a business functional app, maybe the other toolkits are better for that. So we'll see how it shakes out. But for developers, you're out there and we're going to look at some portfolios. You're looking for a job. Here's yet another shift that's happening that I think that there's going to be some jobs for this headset next year.
Oh yeah.
Who are they?
Everybody's
How
going to
many
want to be on
companies
this
are there?
thing. Yeah.
They're going to sell 1 million units of this thing, probably, or more. And so people are going to find a reason to use it, I think. So I don't know, man. If you know C# and Unity, there'll probably be some opportunities. I would say before the year's up. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people say, well,
I
the
think so
device
too.
doesn't come out until early next year. I know, but you can run, I would imagine they're going to have an emulator. And so you can start coding, building these skills up right now. And then when you get the headset in hand and you'll be able to strap it on your face the first time, you'll be that much farther ahead of the game.
Yeah. I mean, we last night recorded next week's episode of the Not No podcast, and we obviously talked about the headset a lot. So we're going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it a lot here, but one of the points that Paul made on there was a great point, that when the iPhone first came out, pretty crappy apps made a ton of money because they were first to market. There was that stupid beer drinking app. Remember that thing? You just tilted the screen up and it like emptied the glass and like you were drinking it. Dumbest app ever, made a fortune. And it's because it was first to market. You just need to be first to market here too. First to market apps will do well. They may not do well long term, but you don't have to do well long term. You think short term for these things. People will get the headset and they'll want to show their friend, hey, look at this cool thing on this headset that this does. And the mini apps that do like little things will be big. And if you already know C# and Unity, you have a leg up already. You're just putting it on this platform now. That's it.
Right. So I think knowing C# is a good thing in this case. It's going to prepare you for the future. But it is a screen shift coming. We've alluded, we don't want to talk about a whole lot, but like they've alluded to other devices that are smaller and more compact. We'll see how that comes out. They have their own chips in these things, M2, and there's something called the R1 chip, which is their, I guess, Reality One. I don't know what the R stands for.
Yeah, I don't know what the R stands for.
Yeah, but it sounds like maybe it's Reality One.
Maybe.
They got the M1, the M2, and the R1. So who knows? It's pretty cool. All right, so
definitely. Okay, you want to
need to say. So we need to say hey to, or do you want to jump into portfolios?
Just jump into portfolios. I see some people here. Shelly's here, Steve's here, Troy's here, Ridge Raider's here, Ken's here.
Okay.
See you guys all in chat there. So yeah, let's look at some. Let's look at some portfolios. Why not? That's what we're here to do, right? So the link's also in the chat. By the way, it's pinned to the top. So if anybody here in chat wants theirs reviewed, stick it in there. We may have a chance at the end to get to one. Extra one. I've got some queued up, but there's probably enough room to get probably do one if we can get to it. Depending on how long we take. Sometimes we take a little time, but yeah, links in the description up there. So, or links in the chat, pinned to the chat. So you can go ahead and submit that there, and I will try and get back and see if anybody submit one at the end, and we'll try and do the last one that way.
Yeah, everyone. I saw it, Ridge. Everyone is making jokes about being a snorkel with it.
I did see that. I saw the $700 snorkel that comes with the $3,500 headset. We talked about our opinions on price on the Not Know podcast. You'll see that on Monday if you watch that. We have interesting takes on that too, I think. So. Okay, let's go look at some portfolios here. Let's start with this one. So this is James's portfolio.
Okay.
What's your initial pick on the gradient here? I like the gradient.
It works, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah, color works.
Yeah. I was looking at the light blue on the purple, but it could be a little bit more contrasty, but it works.
Yeah, I'm not a giant fan of the glow on this. I guess it's CSS probably kind of showing off a skill. I'm not a big fan of that, but that's just me. Maybe I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's just a little bit too much.
Strokes and glows in general. So
yeah, they're always tough to get right. That's the thing. There is a dark mode too, by the way. Which
that looks way better.
Yeah, here's the thing I'll talk about though with dark mode. Our friend Joe at Coding Face put out a great video about dark mode. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's a really good video about dark mode, and he makes some really good points for not putting your portfolio in dark mode, and it's very, very good points, and it's based on fact. The facts being that the person looking at your portfolio in HR and the hiring manager and all of these people are generally, based on stats, women. Then when you look at what color schemes women prefer for websites, they are overwhelmingly light, not dark. The only people who like dark mode are men and coders.
Okay.
So the fact of putting your... And we've had some pushback before about like, oh, light mode burns my eyes. Yeah, but you've got to think about... We talk about this a lot.
Your audience. Yeah.
Your audience. It is always about your audience. He made such a great point about this. I was like, yeah, that makes total sense. The person looking at it overwhelmingly will not be somebody who enjoys dark mode over light mode.
Yeah. So
default to light mode. You can have dark mode if you want, like I think James has done here. But yeah, it was a really good video. Go check that out. It's on Coding Phases channel. He has a really good video on that. Obviously, after you've watched this here. yeah. Tell him. Yeah, exactly. Tell him we sent you. He'll like that. So yeah, what do you think about this? There's something weird about this. This typing here, it's wrong. That it's in the wrong spot. It's this right here, and then this is like bigger font, I think, and it's off. Yeah, it's bigger font, and it's offline.
Yeah, it's off size. So like this is a component that you can download. So
yeah. While it works, I'm not a huge fan of these, but I just cannot get past the fact that it's a different size. Like so
what I would do is just change the whole script and put it all together. I am an Android developer. I am
stick
a
all
web
this
developer.
Together. Yeah.
There's no reason to keep the one static, but minor. But they are not aligned. They're bigger.
Yeah, which to me, just like my design mind just cannot compute. Like I cannot unsee. Like
the other thing I don't like is I am a Android developer. It's like 3A.
It's not the right. exactly. The phrasing isn't correct. It's not correct English, is it? Yeah, it works for some of them. I am a web developer, but some it doesn't work for. Yeah, I am a Android developer. It's to be an Android developer. Okay.
I build websites. I build Android apps or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, I think this is overused. I think you see this.
Yeah,
I
don't like this anymore.
Wow, that's
either.
cool, but yeah, we see it too much. Like maybe we look at.
I like his. I like the shadow box here. I'm a big fan of the round shadow boxes. I think it's cool. And it's also the way the gradient is carried all the way through the shadow box is kind of nice. You know, and then the top menus seem to be pretty nicely put together. His logo. It's pretty good. I mean, like, you know, it's simple, but like it works. You know.
Yeah, it's
tag. I mean,
it's cool. It's typical. I don't know what the blue button here is.
I don't know what that is, but you know.
I don't know.
Not bad.
Just gonna take it back to the page.
So here, I mean, his call to action in the front is to download my CV.
Yep, and then a contact me.
So let's download a CV.
I don't want to show his. No, I'm not gonna put his.
Does it work?
Thing. Probably.
Okay.
I don't want to like call. Hold on. I'm not going to call out all these details on screen. Somebody can find him. But okay, it downloads a PDF.
Okay. All right. Now, here's what I would say. The reason I wanted to look at that, looking at his PDF there, if you pull it up off screen, and we don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
Is it first job, second job, got experience? Like, what's the skill level there?
Let me look.
Has he had a job before?
His CV is in French. So.
Okay.
So hold on, but I can read between the lines here. He is straight out of school, I think, with a bunch of apps.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Let's go back here. Yeah. So what I would say is, James, number one, it's in French, but like that's kind of strange.
But maybe he's either in France or he's in Canada.
Fair enough. Oh, he's in Canada.
It could be. I don't know. He's either in France or he's in Canada. One of the two. I would guarantee it.
He does have languages here, so that's good. So like English speaking or whatever. My larger point is this: if the CV is going to be the best thing that you show, and that's your CTA, you better have experience on that CV. If you're just coming out of school, you're just coming out of a boot camp, you've never had a dev job, your CV probably isn't the thing you put front and center. So for him, I'd probably change this to see one of my projects.
Okay. Oh, there you go. James is in chat too. He's from Quebec, so yeah.
Yeah, so like that makes sense. You got French and English up in Quebec, so that works. So, all right.
Yep. I would also, from a design perspective too, I would also be tempted to move this whole container down to the middle of the page. I know we're looking at it on a specific view, but from a design perspective, it's top heavy. Move it down to the center. I just think it would look a bit better, and put a little top and bottom on it for this sized screen. But don't forget, we're only looking at it on one size. We're not going into mobile or anything like that.
How it looks.
How it looks, but just as it is here.
Horizontally or vertically centered in a div. Kevin, come on now. That's top end stuff there.
James can handle that. He's got that.
Yeah. He's got a little follow me on the bottom here, which is kind of interesting.
This little thing down here is cool. Yeah. With his socials on. I do like that. That's
okay.
Cool. This is his about section. Skills. And then education.
I scanned the on about me. It's about me as a programmer, which I like. I don't know if I'm going to read all this, but I scanned through to see if he talked about hiking and, picking flowers in the sun.
Yep, this is Royce professional. Yep.
It's all pro about me as a developer. So that's what this is for.
This is good too. I like the word cloud for skills. I think that always works for me. I like that.
Lines up pretty well.
Yep. Again, for the same, I can't get past the glow a little bit. I would lower it a little bit. It's okay to have it on slightly, but make it more subtle from my design perspective of this. I like the usage of these images you have too, by the way. These work well for me. If you're not going to put a picture of yourself on it or other imagery, like these work for me. These are cool.
Yeah.
They're themed and they're the same.
DEC and programming, I'm assuming that's degree, maybe?
It could. I think it's a G. Oh no, it's not a G because there's a G. I don't know then. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that's a French word.
Could be. It could be a translation thing because he has both English and French up here, so it could be the way that it translates that. Maybe, not sure. Or maybe that's something specific to.
It is Quebec, and maybe that's.
Right.
I don't know what DEC is.
Could be correct. Yeah. Say anything about that? Okay, no, but I do like it. Yeah. Just make sure that is correct. If that makes sense in your area, then cool. Just make sure that it is right there. Yeah, cool. So that's the about, and then we have a project section, which is a drop down. So I can't actually click on the top there. I gotta click on one of the two. We'll go for web. Oh, James says it's a college diploma. So yeah, okay.
Oh well, look at this. He's got a bug tracker, Kevin. Look at that.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we've got 6 projects total. A bug tracker, a chat room, a TikTok downloader, an easy project of some kind, weather website, and a random quiz game. Oh, don't make me look stupid.
Rando. Is that Rando quiz?
Random quiz game.
So off the bat, it's got them in cards. The blue box on the cards, I would probably take them off, but
I would too. Something, and the reason I tell you why, because when I first came here, I was like, oh, are these highlighted? It feels like because when you highlight over something, the default color when you drag something on the web is blue. Like if I highlight over,
yeah,
well, they're different here, but if you highlight over them, like generally most text becomes blue. I thought that's what was happening here.
you could probably just leave them white and stuff like that.
I would.
You know?
Yeah. Yep.
This is,
but
but overall, you know, the card's got a modal. This looks a lot like a Coder Foundry type project.
Yeah, this is cool too. I like the little modal.
What I will say, this give him credit for, maybe you just looked at what we've done in the past, because this bug tracker is written in React, which we don't teach, so it's just cool. Just pay attention to the spacing and spelling here and everything. This application is a little tight there. So take a note there, James, if you're watching.
What do you see here? What would you change?
Using React, Node.js, Express, SQLite. See how it's like.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Because it's evenly spaced across the line. That's why. Yeah.
I just wouldn't do that. I would just let it
run. Yeah.
Let it run. You know, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
All right, let's go look at it real quick. If it runs. Demo login, great.
We're in.
Okay.
We are in. Look at our dashboard, which I'm guessing was where we are.
We got 8 open bugs.
2 in progress, 0 closed. We've got project based. We've got activities. Okay. Let's edit a ticket.
Edit project.
I can select my users. Okay, I can go to tickets. Okay, I can edit that here too. Let's change that to low priority now. Oh. And then I'm guessing this is my, okay, that's my button then, is it? If I change that to low, how do I get this to save?
You should hit edit, I guess.
Well, I did and it didn't. I don't know if maybe...
I don't know, maybe it doesn't allow you to save them.
Maybe. Refresh to see what it would do. Okay, it has changed it. Look, but it didn't do a real-time refresh. But it did change it. Yeah, I would also change when you come in here. Edit works here, right, as this, but this I would say have this be save.
Yep.
Have this say save because it wasn't obvious that's what's happening there. Actually, yeah, that should say
then
save.
Just spacing and padding in general, like
yeah, I would kind of make this bigger.
all over the app in general.
Yeah. I would kind of make this window bigger. Kind of scrolling through, it's kind of awkward. Make it wider. Make it just pop up in the middle here, in the middle section, versus the smaller pop-up. Maybe this works better on mobile.
That's true.
But yeah.
But in general, I'm just seeing padding issues everywhere for all these things.
Right, just little things. Yeah. Just little spacing. Yeah, and same thing when we had a project. Yeah, kind of pop up. But it's cool. I like this.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So it's got users. Okay, you can submit a user, make a developer user. Okay. Then I guess we can look at settings here. Okay, set the profile. It's got a login system.
Okay. I guess that's okay. So that's not.
Yeah. You know, to make it look a little better, I mean, you've got some projects React and Django TensorFlow. I would always try to tell students coming out of Coder Foundry, and they don't always do it, but I would make a real project, even if it's a real fake project. You know what I mean, Kevin?
Right,
like,
something that's more
project itself
realistic.
should look real.
Right.
So that's the only thing, and then that's your demo project you go for. What we do at Coder Foundry is we have a system that allows us to reload the data or reset the database upon startup. So we can do those kind of things. So
right, because that stops people from messing with your data,
Yeah,
and
and
then an employer coming along and being like, somebody
Yeah.
trolled your data, you know?
Yep. Right. Overall, not bad, man. I mean, like, obviously with React, you some of the notifications and things like that, you got to kind of work through. Like when you save something, does it update the screen? Update that view behind the scenes? It doesn't quite do that. So I would look through it with that eyes and make sure that everything works. But not a bad bug tracker. Not bad.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
It's,
Because
come up with you could come up with a different name. I mean, but like bug tracker doesn't say what it is.
Got to play the random quiz.
All right, random quiz. Let's see if we can do it.
Let's see.
Oh,
wow. Got to be New
token
Zealand.
is the dependency of which company?
Got to be
Country.
New Zealand. Right? Yes.
Who had a hit single 96 with a runway?
Runaway.
Frankie Valley? Because I know it's not Phil Collins.
Not Phil Collins. Yeah, let's go that one. Wrong. Joel Edwards led England's World Cup. Okay. Unless I should know this one, shouldn't I? But I know, but come on. I mean, this is... I don't know.
It's England glory.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Let's see, what should you go? Which sport?
Saying cricket.
Next question.
Another cricket question. Come on, I don't know anything about cricket. First class cricket sides, United Bank, National Bank based. United Bank and National. I don't know. Anybody know this one?
Well, it's got to be India because it's not the U.S.
It might be.
Cricket.
You think? We're going. Okay, wrong. Using hits with rubber ball and the night has 1,000 nights. This is this one, right? Bobby V.
Bobby V. There you go, Kevin.
Yeah, this is a cool app though. This
Yeah.
This is cool. I like this. This works. I don't know what's going on here. There's a thing down here, and there's something right under here too. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's the size of my screen that's showing those things, or I'm not really
this
quite
one you
sure.
should know, right? Inverted triangle. Do you know this one?
Oh, inverted triangle. I haven't driven there for ages. I don't know. I haven't driven there for like since I was 18.
You were there over the summer. You were just there.
I didn't drive. But yeah, this is cool. This is a cool app.
This is cool.
This is cool because it's interactive, right? It's gonna. I tell you what would actually work here too. Think about your target audience again too. What you really want is like a dev manager to play with this. So give them easy tech questions, right?
Yeah.
Here's what it does. It's in their wheelhouse and it makes them feel smart. And they'll come out of your quiz thinking, "Man, I aced that quiz. I'm amazing." And they're gonna think better of you because they aced it.
Yeah.
But I like the concept. Yeah, I think that's fun. That's a fun app. It might be easy-ish to do and maybe easier than some of these other ones, but sometimes you've got to think about your audience and how they kind of may play with some of them too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the project section. There's some Android projects as well. Let me see. How do you show your Android projects? What do you do with these? Okay, so you have a video look. Well, he does. He has a video. Demoing them and then out to GitHub. But this works though for me. I was wondering like how do you show somebody how you built this, and this is the perfect way to do it. If you can't demo it, you show a video of it being demoed. That works great. I like it. I like it a lot. And then contact with a little map and a contact form.
I don't think you need a map unless you're a company. If you're a person, they don't need to know where you live exactly. So
yeah. And I'm guessing this isn't exactly, but people always think like they look nice, and they kind of do in the right context, but yeah, you don't need it.
No, you can just put the address. I live in, whatever. Hey.
Yep.
So here's what I think, Kevin. We got to give it a grade here, don't we? We got to give it.
We do. Yeah, we do. What do you want to give James here?
It's not a 5.
Okay.
I'm waffling. I'm gonna go 4 because the bug tracker was pretty decent.
Okay, I think so too. I would. I had my finger on the 4 button. So.
All right.
There we go.
There you go. 4. James, nice job. All right.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's good. Okay, close that one.
So Brandon's asking, are we still taking submissions? Yes, but you got to hurry. You got to hustle, dude.
Let me see. I say we are. Hold on. Let me see
Yeah.
if anybody's submitted yet, because if somebody has.
Can't guarantee it, though. We do have a list of ones that we want.
Yeah. People have found it. I see it. There are a few more people who have submitted.
All right.
Yeah, I'll make sure we get to at least one of those at the end here. Maybe two. I'll try and get to two, actually. Let's do this one next. This is Royce portfolio. What do you think straight off the bat?
So I'm gonna laugh at the title.
Okay. Which
So
which part? This part?
Yeah. And if Roy, if you're watching, don't get mad at me. But like, you use code to build cool and amazing things. Yeah. Captain Obvious, you know, or you use code.
Okay.
So it struck me funny.
Okay.
But how it looks is cool. I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, like, you know,
Yeah.
It looks cool.
I would say from a design perspective, everything here is
Really
good.
Really good.
Yeah. It's right. It's got the right colors. It's got the right layout, the right weight on everything, the right spacing and everything. Yeah, this is great. Family pictures are always debatable. I get it.
I would take them off, but like, that's just me.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Unfortunately, nobody does. That's just how it is. But I get it. But also, yeah.
The above the fold here, which the blue box is really good. Like, the logo's good.
Yep.
The text treatment, bringing in a new font is good. I made fun of what it says. Of course, you use code to build cool and amazing things. That's what we do as developers.
I don't know, but all of these things, I would say all of these things above the fold. This is the tagline is a tough thing to get right, because everybody just puts, I am a web developer, I am a coder.
I'm a full stack developer that uses, and it could be JavaScript, could be C# to build cool and amazing things. So you could be more specific.
Okay.
But maybe he's got like 1,000 languages and he doesn't really care.
Right.
But you know, overall, that's probably nitpicky. It looks fantastic though.
Yeah.
So I even like the stroke around the picture. I think it fits.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, separates it nicely. Yeah. Yep. I like it.
And it's also a chunky thing, kind of, which is kind of what he did it well. If he did it by accident or on purpose, it looks really good.
Yep. Yeah, Roy definitely knows how to design. I'll tell you that.
It's got an awesome looking family photo there. You know?
Yeah.
Of the pool.
Yep. Yeah. Cool. Oh, and he took our
okay.
course too. Look, we got a name.
Nice.
That's cool.
Oh, we didn't know that. All right, cool. This is great. I mean, so he built his portfolio. So that's cool. He does have a lot of skills here. So he's got React, Next, Node, and C#. So I can see why you want to be more generic up front on the over the fold. So I can be convinced.
Yeah.
All right.
This is good too. I always like this like left and right thing.
I do. I love
this kind of like this misweighted thing where it's like one's way one way and then the other way is the next. Like I'm assuming it crisscrosses. Yeah, so it goes back and forth. Look, it's a good way to separate similar information within the same block.
Yeah. So like only thing I would say here, the minor thing, I know you got a contact book, you built it here from the course, is make that logo. I guess that's contact. I don't know. Maybe you could do better on that one.
Oh, this? You don't like this?
It's like the C# logo, but it's okay.
Yeah. I guess.
But if it's a logo, you could have an outline of a person on top of that hexagon, it would be better. But
yeah, we'll see. I guess this could be the contact book logo though. But it does look a little bit like C#. I get it.
Yeah. But it's, you know, he's got a logo for each one, which is great. You know, the buttons have high contrast here when we go to the blue thing, so you know, yellow and stuff works really good.
Yep, I like this layout too.
What's the README do? Let's see what he did here. Okay, nice.
Nice little modal pop-up with screenshots.
Look at this. Now, just looking at these pictures, I'm telling you right now, this guy went to our course, and this is what we say. Don't build it exactly like I made it.
Do this.
This looks nothing like the address book that we have in the course, even though he
actually built it with Tailwind too, by the way, not even with Bootstrap.
So he just ignored Bootstrap from me and said, dude, I'm a Tailwind guy, which is great. You know, this is what we want to see. Make it your own and show it off, and it looks pretty cool. So let's just check it out, see if it runs.
Let's see.
Live. There we go.
Nice
Perfect.
landing page, super well designed.
Yeah.
I assume if you don't have a job already, Roy, you should. Just
Yeah.
saying.
So like what I would say is right off the bat, like what most people don't do when they go to the self-paced course or even in person is go back to that homepage. Is we provide a template with our Contact Pro, and it's a really good template. We make it looks really good,
I gotta sign out.
but it has this splash page logo. He just ripped that out and found a new one, which is what I want people to do. Ours is built so it shows you like, okay, here's how it's kind of laid out.
Right.
You're not a designer.
Right.
Change the picture, change the colors, make it your own, and he's done that. I like it.
Yep. See, the logo works now, by the way.
I guess it works. Yeah, I can. Like I said, I can be convinced.
Yeah, I figured it would. We'll just open the demo.
Okay. Cool.
So we have, when we come in, we have like a dashboard with some categories, some favorite contacts, and some recent contacts.
Yeah.
Let's go to, what do I want to do? Let's do
view contact. Yeah. I like the offset picture there. It's kind of neat.
Yep.
So, really good.
Yeah, really good. I like it. Another thing you talk about a lot too, and we talk about in the course as well, is putting semi-real looking data in it as well. This is real looking information.
That could be Maggie Bennett, if all I know.
Right. You know, not fake names, decent looking addresses and email addresses and everything. And yeah, it looks right. It's not user 123. Like, you know, it looks. The
other thing too is when we tell people when they take the course, guess what he didn't use? He didn't use the stock images we provided.
Yeah, went and grabbed his
own. And found some new ones.
Yep.
Just perfect.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, very cool. I like it a lot. Let's see. What were the other views we had? What's this? Okay, so got a little categories view look. This is cool.
This is the new feature. Like he put pictures on the categories. We didn't do that.
Yep.
So that's kind of neat.
I can edit the category.
Perfect.
I guess I can email the category too. Yeah.
Yep.
All the people that are in
Oh, he made that even better than.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so it has a better workflow than the current one. I may steal that there. I like that.
Yeah, this is very cool. I like this a lot.
I might steal this.
Yeah, I like this. This is a good way of doing this for sure. Have a user settings section. Oh, he included two factors.
So here's the other thing too that I want people to understand is what he's done here is what you're looking at is a razor view, I believe. And the razor view comes default right out of the box from Microsoft. He has changed that and made it styled up on his own and made his own style. It doesn't look like this out of the box. It looks decent. This matches the thing. This is excellent work.
Yeah, no doubt.
The only thing I would change here, and it's personal preference, is that the gray boxes, I might make that gray a little bit lighter, but that's minor. And then if I play with it, I may come back to the 50 gray.
Yeah,
I may have a 20 gray.
Yeah, could be a thing on the screen though too. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, it could be me too.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah,
it looks good though.
I mean, it's light enough. Yeah, it looks good.
It looks good.
Yeah, and there's a couple of other projects there too. Recent coding challenge section as well.
Okay, yeah, he's done the lung calculator. Let's look at his lung calculator. So it looks like. Oh wow.
Okay, so we included these on the site here.
Yes.
That application needs a new window open. Let's launch it. Okay, so we launched this very differently than we had ours.
Yeah.
Calculate, and there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is on the bottom here, you can put absolute value at the last. If he's watching, you can put absolute value there to get the negative off the zero.
The negative off. Okay.
Yeah, just say absolute value of that number.
But there you go. That worked. And he's in the UK too, so use pounds look as well. So
yeah, I love your template here that you put tabs up across the top there for the different views for your project windows. So like, let's go look at his FizzBuzz. Whoops. And then we can go to projects and then go look at FizzBuzz. See how he's got a template. It's very cool. The template we teach in the course looks nothing like this. This guy went and he's owning this thing. This is how you take a course. Like, you know, we have to teach it in a certain way. And then he's went and said, okay, I'm going to make this my own. Yeah, he made FizzBuzz just like we did, but he launched it in a modal window, or he could have launched it in a modal. Even he launched it in a new window and sized it so because he didn't like the fact that it doesn't take up the whole page, but he still has a landing page here, still has a code window, and he still has the result. It's really good.
It's very cool. And there we go. Nice. Then a contact page at the bottom with a little. I like this too. A little call me.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Well,
I mean. 5.
I mean, so, I don't have a 6, so
I don't know. Yeah, like it was really good. I'm sure everyone else agrees, and you can vote on his thing. So you guys out there, and what'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got nothing to pick on here.
It's really good.
Yeah, very, very cool. Good job, definitely.
Roy Shepard. We'll be watching that name, Kevin. We expect great things from Roy.
Yeah, I'm going to look at...
Watch your career closely.
He's doing freelance work right now. But...
Yeah, he should be able to rock out freelance.
He's doing freelance work right now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, good job. You should be able to turn that into a job if you wanted to, for sure.
You want to, maybe you love freelance too, you know. So
yeah. And if you wanted to, you probably could. Okay, let's go on to our next one then. This one's very blue. Oh, purple. Oh, where are we? We disappeared. There we are. So this one's different. This has the type ahead thing and only the type ahead thing. There's no menu bar on this. There's just this, and I can scroll, and I will in a second. I just want to see the whole cycle. And then when I scroll, I'm down to a section like this. So what's your thought on the above the fold?
It's not strong enough to tell you like why I'm here or what I do or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this like low contrast thing either in this way. I like low contrast, but I don't like it when it's like this. It just feels wrong.
But I don't know. I don't know what
is it yet? Yeah.
What am I doing? I guess it's obvious that you can scroll.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's obvious that you can, because I'm just used to scrolling Windows, but there's no like indicator to say that you can. But you know, you get another section, then the next section down, all about me. So this is Nathan. And then we get a portfolio section, which has a couple projects in it. I'm thinking it's a couple projects, or is it a couple of sections? I'm not quite sure yet. I don't know if this is a project or this is a section of project. I think it's another project. And then we have a contact page at the bottom, which is just a mail link and then some social links. So first thing I would suggest here is put an actual form on here, because that shows you know how to use a form.
Yeah, and then the other thing with it, the form is connected to some kind of backend server. So if you're using Netlify, that's free. Your host may not support forms submission, so that
but you can figure that out somehow. There's plenty of ways to do it. It just shows that you have the skill to be able to do it.
Yeah, and then this isn't like, to me, really intuitive, like what to do.
Yeah,
with the view button.
Let's see. I have not.
We went to heaven, Kevin. It's all white. We followed the light.
We are now just amongst the light. There we go. Simple Notes, simple software, developed by Nathan Mayoba. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I butchered your name, I apologize. That's on me. It's designed to help you store anything in form of text, which you consider essential to use. Please sign in or sign up. Drop the word simple. Don't call it simple software. Don't call it simple note. Don't call it like easy, simple, anything that makes it like anything that underwhelms it, right? Like it's just gonna immediately people are like, wow, this is just like it's nothing. It's simple.
And so can I sign up? Does it have a login?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
There we go. Account. So I can copy this and put it in, I guess.
HU and.
That it's a password suggestion it's giving me. No, hold on.
It thinks you're signing up.
I know, I'm not trying to sign up. Although, this is register, though. Yeah, how do I sign in? Well, there we go, different screen.
HU is the username.
Maybe that was probably on me, sorry. Okay, so these are notes, I guess.
This is a to-do list, add a note. So add a note.
Yeah. It's activity.
We'll check box at the upper left
yeah.
there.
Thing. There we go, it added it to it.
Okay.
Then I can click through and click these. I can edit them, I can delete them.
What's the yes over there on the, what is that?
Are you sure you want to delete shop?
Oh, I can't read this at all, dude. Like,
Says
it's just
yes.
really hard.
So I delete.
Is it hard to read for you?
Oh yeah, the contrast between the things is difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, and I broke it.
No.
Okay, so probably got a lot to talk about here.
Yeah.
Let me go back. Yeah, it's too simplistic. I mean,
Yeah, this can't be your lead project.
Yeah. It needs to do more if you're going to do this, and you need to watch for contrast and colors. The blue on the gray is like burning my eyes.
You can't see it, so it needs to be white.
Yeah, this should just be white. Yeah, that kind of like really, really bright colored blue on that kind of like subdued gray, just like, unless I'm like looking like, I don't know, unless I'm right it, like, because it's off to the side of my screen too slightly, my monitor makes it look really, really weird. Partially my fault, I guess, but if it was white, it wouldn't. It would look normal.
Yeah, and then, you know, if you added a really long note, I'm thinking you're gonna have problems.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure what's activity and about. This needs to be more clear. And this I would also
maybe
make
title
more
and
obvious.
Description.
Yeah, and this I would make more obvious, kind of the add note and cancel part too. Make it bigger. Maybe move it down here because you're kind of, the way you're filling these things out, you're filling them out top to bottom, kind of left to right. So this needs to come at the bottom of this or down here maybe even.
Yeah, I like bottom right for submit buttons.
Yeah.
But like, that's just me. You can left align them as well. But I like bottom right.
Yeah, it could be here too. But I think they need to be after you've filled out the information, not fill it out and then come back up to the top.
Right.
And I can't cancel it now. Like, even though it says cancel, it says fill out. I don't want to
Yeah,
fill
it's got JavaScript validation in there.
I don't want to fill it out. How do I go back without canceling it? So there's lots of like little things here. Kind of need to, for usability, they need to make it kind of more functioning app, and also try and brand it too. It's very just dark, and there's nothing.
Yeah, it needs a logo.
There's nothing happening in it.
Simple Note. If you're gonna call it Simple Note, then put a Simple Note logo in there.
But actually, I suggest don't call it Simple Note. Call it anything but Simple Note. Because it just it devalues it before somebody's even looked at it. And that's not what you want to do. You want to, like, you know, raise your game, not bring the user down before they've even had a chance to look at it. Let's go back. I'm gonna look at this other app too, just to see if it's any different, just to see if it's this one. This is
what's AI Nursery?
It is AI Nursery.
All right, you got me. AI Nursery. Is it down here? I didn't see it.
What do you mean? What are you looking for? What are you looking for?
It said AI Nursery in the
this is the whole app is AI Nursery, I guess. It's teaching us different things. It's teaching us like the alphabet. Oh, okay. It has, you can't hear it, but it's saying them too.
Okay.
Colors. That says black, blue, brown. Okay.
Does it say it?
Yeah, it says it. Yeah.
So is it using like a text to voice type AI voice?
I think they're pre-recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a pre-recorded library of voices, I think. Days of the Week song. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is just a video.
You took someone's content?
Maybe.
Or unless he made it.
I don't know. I mean, it's a well-produced song, so... Could be his, I don't know. The songs here, I'm not sure about. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? This scrolling thing here just
I don't know what that is. Like, I don't like that. I would make sure I would just put it on the page here where you can read it all the time as a heading.
Yeah, exactly. There's a big space here too, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. You got plenty of room to put it up there.
Yeah, it just needs some work. I don't hate the idea.
No, the cards are well designed and put together.
Yeah, but I just don't think the execution's the best.
Right.
And things like this too, where you have like it's an image that is squashed. This has been squashed this way, right? So the aspect ratio of the image has been changed to move it this way so that it just looks weird. Same with this too. This was, I'm sure, in a square originally. You just shrunk it in to be squished. And you can tell it looks bad. Just a little, little tip. And this blue too. I don't know, the color choice, like the blue is just the most blue. It is, it is the most blue of blues.
I don't like super blue is wrong. You know, so I don't like super blue.
Yeah. Yeah, same with anything. When you go all green, all red, all blue, those are very difficult colors to get right. Just look at this shade here, look. Look at this. This is the correct shade of green, red, and blue to use together. They're more muted look. They're not all blue, all green, and all red.
With design. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
the reason that the blue doesn't work on an objective level, when we see that blue, we automatically think 1988 to 91 when that was the only color the computer had, you know, like
right.
So this thing's not awful. I'll go ahead and grade this thing. It's a 3. I don't think these projects are strong enough. You're gonna have to work on these a lot to get a job. But like, you know, but I put it in the 3 camp. Maybe I'm too hard. Maybe I'm too light on it. Maybe it's a 2.
I would say you're generous. I would have given it a 2. But I don't, not to be harsh, but
yeah,
I mean, I think it needs. I think it needs a whole bunch of work.
Contrast
to get it right.
Is bad, and then projects, you can step your game up on the project.
Yeah, definitely. You have something that's like a start. You don't have nothing. It's not a 0. It's not a 1. You just need some extra work on getting those things like tidied up. Look at some other people's apps, and yeah. You can build a website. So you're along the way. Don't give up. Don't be. No, exactly. Just look at the design style of things. You may not be a designer, and if you're not, think about using templates. Think about copying other people's like designs. Look at good work and try and recreate it yourself. That's definitely the best.
The number one thing I think you need to pay attention is contrast.
Yeah.
And just look at it. Can I read that?
Yep.
No.
And if you have this here, and I'm not sure this is by design, to be honest. This like low,
and also too, this CTA just doesn't tell me anything about why I'm here, what I'm doing. Like, I'm on the right site. I have no idea. Like, I'm a developer. Like, you know, so there should be something about that.
Yep. Definitely. Let me see. Let me make sure we haven't looked at it before I jump into it. Okay, let's go look at this one. I think Brandon's in chat. That's what we mentioned. He submitted a few minutes ago. So let's look at his here. This is Brandon's portfolio. Definitely different than what we've seen from a lot of other portfolios. But what's your initial thoughts?
It looks like a blog, but it's not bad though. It's well designed.
Yeah. Design's definitely good. I like it. Color scheme's definitely great. It's obviously super well designed. No bright blues look. A shade of blue, a shade of green, another shade of blue in the background for the dark color. Yep. Just remember what I was telling you about earlier about the always dark theme. You might like it, but the person reading it may not. So just know that's the case with this. You may want to have the option of having a light theme as well. Just to throw that out there.
Feature projects, which is cool. So you're taking people to your best work right off the bat.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? We got to go to Stadium Guesser. So you got to.
We will in a second. See what that's about. But honestly, there's a view all too. Look, so there's more than 2 projects, which is interesting. There's 3 there. Takes you to a new page. So if I go back, same with I think this as well. Look, there's more about me. So it takes you to multi-page.
What's the tech he uses? Is JavaScript and Tailwind?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. TypeScript, React next. Okay, cool.
Let's go to this one first, just because this is your lead app. So this is the one that you kind of want us to look at. Twitch streamers often have commands that will respond with a link to Twitch that provide info. For example, your streamer might have commands like. Okay, so solution. Okay. Can we use it anywhere? We can't, can we? It's not, oh, it is live site right here.
So what's the problem here?
It just makes it so that you could, because you have to type in chat certain commands. So I guess this like organizes those commands so you can just click them at a button, I guess.
Is this for a creator or someone watching?
Yeah, for
Twitch?
a creator.
Okay.
We'll look in a second. Well, I can't sign in though. Look, this is the
we can't see
you can
it.
highlight this problem.
Yeah.
I can. Well, let me see. Let me click sign in. Maybe it does. I don't want to actually sign in with my
No.
Twitch account.
Go to football guesser.
This is the other thing too. When you do something like that, by the way, too, and it signs in. So I happen to have a Twitch account, but the person viewing it in HR probably doesn't.
Probably doesn't, and they're not signing in anyway. They don't know what that does.
Yep. Such a football stadium nowadays. Replace random football stadium around the UK. You have to answer 3 questions about that stadium. Jeez. Okay, this is like. I'm gonna be terrible at this. Again, I would, but I'm not going to log in with Discord. Sorry. Why do I have to log in? The stadium guesser. This is the thing. I like the idea of having something behind an account because it shows that you can do it. But here's the issue: somebody in HR is never going to do that. They are never going to log in, so they are never going to see your work.
Right.
It is
the
a problem.
Other thing too that I would say is, and this is, I hope you hear, like, you have picked Twitch login and Discord login. 2 things that are associated with. I'm a gamer too, so like, trust me, I have a Discord login. I've logged into Twitch. But HR doesn't have either one of these. They may not know what Discord is. They don't know what Twitch is.
Yeah. And
so you have to provide your own login system at this point, or use Google to log in, or use, and I understand why you did the Twitch one, because you're gonna need access to Twitch and the API and all that stuff. But
yep.
I think there's a better way to do it. What you're gonna have happen here is the soft no, which is they just look at it and move on.
Yep. Yeah. Because that's what I would do if I'm a hiring manager. I see this, I can see the demo here, but I can't actually touch it. So,
So, and it's cool that you're using all this other stuff next off and all that kind of stuff, but no one's going to log in with it typically.
Yep.
So,
yeah, especially for something like this, just add it in so that you don't need to be able to track. The leaderboard thing is like a nice to have. You don't need to be able to track actual individual users in this. It's more about the application itself. So make sure that they can actually touch the application and play the game. And then they're going to be,
I guess you have a database back in or something like that. That's a centralized database of scores and stuff like that. So,
yep.
But if you're going to do that, allow them to log in with Google or just give them a demo login to play it.
Yeah, exactly. Just a demo login works for me. I'd also say the topic as well, while might be endearing to a bunch of people, it's also going to have some people who are going to be like, I don't care about football stadiums.
Exactly.
So it's not.
I wouldn't.
It's not general enough to have wide appeal. Yeah. But he's looking for a job in the UK, right? Too. So I mean, it's like, while it might have some wide appeal, not everybody likes football. So
really? Everyone, they don't.
Well, not everybody. I mean, not everybody. There are some people. There's a couple there.
I thought it was a requirement to live in the UK. You had to have a team.
No, there's plenty of people that don't. No, it's not. It's not like it's like the NFL here, right? And everybody like watches it. There's plenty of people that don't watch it. It's it might be popular, but
Messi going to Miami.
I saw that. I saw he took Beckham's money to go to Miami. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So back here. What do you think?
Number one, front page, really, really good.
Yeah,
this is really cool. So everything's not lost if you're watching this, Brandon. But the problem you run into if you don't have demo logins, they just won't click on it. Other thing is the login method is Twitch and Discord, which are probably, of the things that they might have, that's probably at the bottom of that list.
Right.
I mean, having a Discord login, maybe. Twitch login, next to 0. I mean, like,
Yep. Again, you got to think about your audience. Always go back to who's going to be looking at this. And again, it's overwhelmingly, you've got to get past the first gatekeeper. While ultimately the person looking at it might be techie and they may have Discord and they may have Twitch, the first person looking at it overwhelmingly won't. There's somebody in HR, and it's, you know,
even your dev manager may not have those things. He may not.
True. Yeah.
He may have never logged into Twitch in his whole life. I mean, you know, and I know that's hard to understand, but like, and I do think this is a Twitch API, so you've got to address that. They could log in some other way and still get access to Twitch. Yeah.
But I love the design. I think this design's really good. I've not seen a portfolio look like this before, and I do like it. I think it's really good. You obviously have design skills, Brandon. This is great.
And I think the projects are good. We just can't look at them. So like,
I think adding those demo logins is the thing that you need to do, and that's you well on your way. Sure.
So landing page is a 5, projects is like a 3. So I think ultimately I think I would give it a 3 because I don't think this will convert like you want it to.
I agree. While I love the design, I agree. The design's a 5. Yeah. But I think I agree because you'll get the soft no. We've seen it too many times. You'll never get contact, and you'll be like, why can't I get an interview? I'm showing them my portfolio, I have it, but nobody's calling me back for an interview, and chances are they're just not getting past that first hurdle of being able to see your work.
Right. Now, the other thing is like the Twitch clip thing is interesting, and it does solve a problem, but it's just not super recognizable. So I would put this in the solution. It's cool.
Yep.
But I had to ask, like, so what is this?
And like I say, I have a Twitch thing. I don't watch it a bunch, so maybe it's just like I'm not in it enough. But but that means that it's niche, right? So
right, and that's why when we always say bug tracker, they know exactly what that thing's supposed to do, and it's easy for them to understand what you can do. Just think of it this way, Brandon. If they don't look at your project, they're probably not going to hire you. If they don't understand your project, they're probably not going to hire you. So make a project that they can understand and make it easily demoable.
Yep.
Stadium Guesser is pretty easy. You can tell what that is.
Yeah, and again, even if you're not really into football, I think it still works. I would say it's still a good app. Yeah.
There's a stadium there, and I know what a stadium. Even if I'm from the U.S.
Yeah, because the concept of it works, doesn't it? That's the thing. Like the idea of it works. So yeah. It's gonna be more about the app, less about what it's about. So yeah. Yeah. Cool.
We could make a stadium game, guess the statue, and you know.
Guess the statue.
Our stadiums have statues in front of them, you know.
Oh, yeah. I'd be terrible at that too.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so hopefully that helped. Thanks for
Brandon. I hope it helped.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks to everybody who submitted. Letting us look at your portfolio of work. We appreciate it. Hopefully we're able to give you some good feedback and help you in return too. For those who didn't get a portfolio review, hopefully this helps as well, because it's talking about things that you can say like, oh yeah, I did that, or oh, mine also has that, and that's cool. So hopefully it helps everybody by doing these.
So Brandon said, we just put his little comment on there that he can have multiple login options. So that's cool. So InAuth or OAuth supports Facebook, Google, any number of them. So like, so he can add them in. So
okay, yeah, cool. Yeah,
I'm glad I hope we helped, and don't think we're too harsh. Like I said, Brandon, design really, really good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got to get that over that hurdle. But the thing is, that hurdle is the big one to get over.
It's the big one.
Yeah.
They want to not log in anonymously because they don't want to give you their credentials.
Right, exactly. I don't want to tie my account to your thing. I don't know, like,
what they're doing with it.
I don't trust half the services that are out there, period. Like the commercial ones, let alone like somebody who's sending me a portfolio. Exactly. Yeah, if you guys didn't see Ring Camera got, have to pay $5 million in whatever damages for letting their employees look at other people's cameras. So, if you can't trust a giant company like that that's owned by Amazon, like, who can you trust? So people are like,
we can trust Brandon.
Anyway.
We can trust Brandon.
I don't know, Brandon. We trust you. I don't know. Yeah, so we'll do another one of these. We'll try and do one of these every month. We didn't do one in May, so we're only just into June, so we'll do one again next month. Try and do one of these in every 4 or 5. For those of you that didn't get yours review today, though, still go fill out the form. I always come back to them. So if we need some more for next time, I always try and put some of those ones that were on last time too. So a couple of ones today were from last session too. So I don't know.
Can we put one more comment up, Kevin?
Yeah.
It's Usama Muhammad Kafi. It's recently.
I see it. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, just put that one up there. So I think this is important for people to understand. This is why we review portfolios. And he says, is it must for one to have a portfolio website to land a very good job in this industry? Just curious. The answer is yes. I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's necessary.
The only person that can get away with not having one, and even then,
have a resume that kills.
Exactly. Better have done this for 20 years and be like, oh, you have like FANG companies on there? Okay, cool. We trust that you can do it. And even then, those people have portfolios.
Right. And so don't listen to the 20-year veteran says, dude, I don't interview. I don't do code challenges. I don't do anything. And like, yeah, you worked at Microsoft and Apple and like, we get it, you know?
Yeah.
But for everyone else that's not superhuman, we got to have proof of work to get into the door to interview. And there's no better way to do that in a portfolio. It's easy to build, show skill. I think you need one. Invest in you.
It's a skill-based industry, so show your skills. It's that simple. You just got to show somebody that you can do the job. That's it.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
And one more comment. Look, Nafis says, "Love watching the stream."
Yeah,
well, thank you for watching. We love having you here. So thanks for watching. Yeah, definitely. Let's go get some tacos.
All right, let's do it. See you next week, guys. Keep coding.
Catch you guys later.